everybody. I have this camera set up a little bit different than I'm used to, so I hope you can kind of get all of me in this. I hope. We'll find out. If not, worst comes to worst, oh well. Kind of what I wanted to go over in this video is mainly side pressure, because side pressure is a very useful but something that has to be done very carefully, I believe, since a lot of it is on your whole bone structure and everything staying locked in. As I've been doing this sport, I feel like I've changed quite a bit of stuff around as I've learned and as I've done more and more table time. Because obviously, as you do table time, you try to adjust all your equipment to feel as most like your opponents and where they've been giving you the hardest time at. So basically, what I can recommend for anybody starting out, whoever's watching this, no idea who's watching this, but my biggest recommendation is if you want to train all the vectors in the whole day, which I kind of recommend splitting it up, but to be honest with you, I do as much as I can in a single day, but a lot of stuff I do is depending on how I feel. Like if I'm super sore on something, I'm not going to go hard on it. I'm going to go super light and just do blood flow. So just be careful and just listen to your body. And then you always have YouTube that you can look up people that can probably describe stuff better than I can. So yeah, basically, if you're going to do side pressure training, I almost highly recommend to do your pronation, your supination, and all those different things before you hop into side pressure. Because if you go like full blast side pressure and you're repping it like crazy, chances are, if you're starting out in the sport, you're probably not going to have the juice, and you're going to be feeling the wear and tear from all your connective tissues that you may not even be able to perform a happy amount, like to get a good result out of your pronation, supination, and all your other different lifts. They may go down, I would say quite a bit, but you know what I'm saying. They might go down enough to the point where it's like, what's going on? What's going on with me? So that's basically what I did. I've already done a majority of. I did mainly blood flow work because I recently, yesterday would be Saturday, today's Sunday, I got some table time in. It wasn't as long as usual, but it was intense still nonetheless, so you still need to get some blood flow work done. And I will be having a video coming up maybe sometime during the week or next weekend. It's going to be the one video that I've actually put a little bit of work into editing wise. It's not going to be anything crazy, but it's just going to be a little bit more work put into it, just to see how you guys like that. I just feel like if anything, it'll be more rewarding for myself to see that versus other people watching it. But anyways, back to the video. Yeah, I feel like this is kind of what I've been using side pressure right now for is my cool down workout. So I've already done my supination, pronation training, and now I'm pretty much doing a cool down with this. Now, basically how I have it set up, since my left and right are a different strength in the side pressure, I kind of have a resistant band and I have this set up to the weight, which is, it's great. Like you gotta try it. Like hybrid training is great. Mixing weights with bands is really just perfect because I feel like it's really good to almost simulate someone's hand, because as you're loading up, you're putting pressure into the meat of their hand, the skin, and once all that stops, then you're hitting the wall and taking it with you. So I feel like that's perfect. I feel like the weight right here is the same amount as once you're getting through, I guess, the initial push, and then that resistant band almost gives you the same like squishy push through tension that you get when you're trying to push through the squishiness of someone's hand. I hope this sounds right. But yeah, so that's how I have set up. So I'll just kind of have it tied up a little bit on this peg here, a little bit shortened so that way it's closer to equal to someone's hand. And then when I go to use this, go to rep this, kind of right where I hit the resistance band is kind of where it helps you like push through that extra amount to try to get through, which I personally think it's a great mix I've made so far. So show you guys what I made for a little bit. Hopefully kind of like showing will do better than me trying to explain it. Now, like I said, when you're starting out, I honestly would probably go super light on the weights, maybe not even add in the weights, and I would just do strictly resistant bands. Resistant bands are just so much more safe than everything else. I would show you with left hand, but you guys would see my back. Yeah, but it's pretty much just the same thing. I mean, pretty much with the left hand, I'll just be using this. I'm gonna be using the resistant band, but seems to be useful for me. I'll even help you guys out a little bit. Change up the angle. Hopefully you can see me. Probably not, because I had it set up decently before. Yeah, that's good enough. We'll take that. All right. Now we're gonna do left-handed and pray that this camera is pointing at me. If this is not pointing at me very much, I apologize. It almost feels like a live stream. Yeah, we're gonna be doing left hand now, because I've kind of actually figured out with my left where I'm at for side pressure for once. So you kind of want to kind of shadow up, kind of put where you would set up to be the best. Kind of get that figured out. I have a chain, so I'm able to kind of synchronize in where exactly everything needs to be. And then I kind of grab higher up on this little spinny handle, since I'm kind of more of a top roller. And I mean, if you're having a hard time getting height on people like I am, ideally you probably should be grabbing more down here. But I don't know. I feel like it's more comfortable and it feels more accurate for me up top for right now. But I feel like if this weight does become super easy, I would go like lower down. Not that it's gonna make it that much harder, but I feel like that would almost make me have to engage a little bit of pronation. Not that I'd really need it with this handle, but it's, again, everyone has a different opinion, everyone does things differently. See, that's already feeling pretty comfortable. But the whole idea is to basically make it so that every lift you do feels the same as feels the same as you're pulling somebody and just getting everything figured out to being the perfect for you. So I think that's pretty much it. Once again, if you're starting out in the sport, be very careful with side pressure, unless you're genetically gifted, but I think no matter what, you need to be really careful with side pressure overall. And yeah, that's pretty much all I got. I will be having another video coming out, like I said, maybe sometime during the week or the weekend, depending on when I get to sit down and edit. So yeah, I hope you guys have a good one, and that's about it. Have fun, and yeah, cheers, guys.